Guys, I'm not against the sponsor list. I'm not. I'm not at all. I know that a lot of people are looking at the sponsor list, who has been given the license, who has been given the license. That's good. But the problem with that is that everybody else is looking at it. The whole world is looking at that sponsor list. So can you imagine how many applications these sponsors are getting? So what do? You change the strategy and you go direct for the jobs in those councils, in those organizations, than waiting to look at that sponsor list. Be smart because there are results already. Excited, guys, because people are getting jobs from everywhere. As you know that I've been always been trying to help the foreign healthcare workers get a job in UK, and I'm so excited that yes, people are actually applying and getting jobs direct. Okay, I know there's this thing going on about COS links. You have to check on the link. The sponsors who have been added to the link to the list. I know all those things are good, but the problem is that the whole world is looking at that link, so you will be left out. What do you need to do? We talked about the strategy. The strategy that you are using is to go for the job. Okay, I repeat and I repeat again. Those who follow me, they know. Okay, if you go on my website, on my Facebook page, Miss T Sams, you will see that some people have already given some testimonies. They've already gone for jobs. They've got some jobs, and I still have a lot of people on my private inbox telling me that they've been shortlisted for interviews, and some of them have gone for interviews by just applying direct. Okay, so guys, go for it. So what do you need to do now? There are nursing homes that I've contacted and they've told me that they're recruiting and they're offering sponsor licenses. I've recruited Barchester Homes. They said yes, they are recruiting, so you just need to send your CV there. If you want, you can send direct to homes if you want, but you can send to their recruitment, HR department, their recruitment team. I've contacted Agin Care. They said yes, they're giving sponsorship license, they're recruiting from abroad, and they're giving, you have to apply through their global recruitment section. That's how you should apply. I also contacted Backland Care Homes. They said yes, they are recruiting, but you have to contact individual homes. So basically, if you go on their website, contact individual homes, send your CVs to individual homes, and see what comes out of there. Guys, don't lose hope. I know some of you will be saying, "Oh, we're not getting response." That's the part. That's what it means to look for a job. You can send emails, you can send CVs and not get any response. And also, remember the fund. The government has already given the councils the permission to recruit from abroad. The adults care sector to recruit from abroad. So already they have started. So basically, to position yourself, you can just go for the council and apply for those jobs. Okay, I've talked in the past about the website www.communitycare.co.uk. Make sure you apply on that website because I have people who have already been shortlisted for interviews from that website. Okay, and also another website, jobs.localgov.co.uk. Guys, don't be lazy. You need to go for those jobs and apply. All right? Apply for individual jobs. If they say send the CV, send it. If they say apply for the job, apply for the job. I would advise you to go for the job that are already advertised. Okay? Take note of the closing date. Don't wait till the end because there's no reason for you to wait. Just go for it. Just go for it. Make sure your CV doesn't have any gaps on your experience. Make sure your experience is quite clear what you've been doing. Make sure you've read the job description and the person's spec, and your supporting statement is actually showing that that's what you have. And guys, I know some of you will be saying, "Oh, it's so difficult. I don't know what to do." It's doable. Those who are already in the UK, that's not a problem. You're allowed to change jobs. If you're not happy where you are, you can go and look for a job elsewhere. Already, you're already in the system, you're already working. So it's not as difficult as it is for someone who is already in Africa or in other parts of the world who hasn't come to the UK. So for those people who are in UK, the game is already easy. It's easy for you. You can swap, you can look for jobs anytime, anywhere. However, there's something I wanted to tell those people who have already the permits. Make sure you check your permit regularly and regularly. 6 months before your work permit expires, make sure you speak to your employer so that they will tell you whether they are going to extend your visa. If they are not going to extend your visa, you need to start looking for something else. Don't wait until it's last minute and then you start last minute, like say you 3 months is not a long time, guys, to look for a job. 6 months is the right time to ask to confirm with your employer that they're going to extend your visa. You can email them, or I would prefer to email because you have got documented evidence that they're going to. You have documented evidence that they've agreed that they're going to extend your visa, just in case you start having problems with the immigration. Okay, because you know that anything that you speak to someone, any communication that you talk to someone with that is not recorded, that is not written down, there's no evidence that you discussed this. So it's always good to get to your employer, ask them, clarify, make sure they are clear with you in writing that they are going to extend your visa when it expires. Because if you're going to wait last minute, you don't want to overstay, because that will ruin everything that was going on smoothly. So guys, we want to be proactive. We want to be proactive. I know sometimes life in UK can be very difficult, and sometimes you can forget that, you know, you need to extend your visa. But one thing that you should always, the priority for you at the moment is your visa. That's at the top of the list. Those are the things that you always need to check over and over again, and just to make sure that the papers are okay. Because those ones are the ones that make you stay in this country without fear that you're illegal, that will make you look for a job, that will make you change jobs the way you want. Okay. You can go for team leader jobs if you've got experience, guys. I know some of you, you're coming from places where you've been managers in care. You can go for team leader jobs. I don't think there's nothing that can stop you from doing that. Go for it. Go for team leader jobs. If they say they need a senior carer, go for that senior carer post. If they say they need a team leader, see what they have on the person's bag. There's nothing that can stop you. I know people who have gone for team leader jobs straight from Africa, and they've got the jobs in home care. Yes, they have. So it's possible that you can get what you want. Okay, guys, we can do it. I don't think it's that difficult. You just need to put your mind into it, and I tell you what, it will happen. You do it, and you'll get there. So those who don't know me, I'm Tande Sams. My Facebook page is Misty Sams. I have other people who have given their testimonies on how they've applied for jobs and how they've been shortlisted for interviews. I've got quite a lot of information as well on my private inbox. People telling me that, well, thank you so much. You've given us this information about applying direct. You've been shortlisted. Some of them had Zoom interviews, Microsoft Teams interviews. Of course, some of them got jobs. Some of them didn't get jobs. But what does it mean? It means you can get a job. You can be interviewed from wherever you are. If they really want to recruit you, they will take you. All right? They will take you. Also, there are some issues that are coming up about some of the homes. They'll offer you a job, and then later on they'll be telling you that you need to have like £4,000 as evidence that's of upkeep, accommodation, car, and things like that. Those things I think they are normal. The money that they're talking about looks like it's a lot. But if you try to look again at gov.uk, the sum of the money that they need for you to process your visa, it can add up to 3,000. And 4,000 is a lot. What I'm not quite sure is that whether this 4,000 is inclusive of what you're going to include with the government. So if you get employers who offer you jobs and give you that, don't worry too much about that. Look for something else. If you've got the money, you can go for it. You can show them. Yeah, because this is your money. They just want evidence that you'll be able to look after yourself. So it's not like the money that they're saying they're going to take. No, it's evidence that when you come over to UK, you'll be able to look after yourself. But if you're not able to show evidence of that, don't worry. Look for something else. Okay? Look for something else. And also, I'm getting people asking me, like, how do I complete this information? And they're asking me about experience. Guys, in healthcare, we don't lie about our experience. You tell them the truth. That's why you see on some applications they say that the experience is desirable. However, they're willing to train you if you don't have experience. So there's no reason you should lie that you've got a lot of experience if you don't have it. Just tell them the truth. Be truthful. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Tell them exactly what you've been doing. Tell them exactly what you know. Okay? Than just lying and lying and lying. I know a lot of people do that to get jobs, but I don't think it shows a good picture. Especially if you're coming with COS. These are things that they will use to decide whether to extend your visa or not. Okay? That was false. Imagine that they give you a job hoping that, oh, you said in the interviews, you said, wow, you've got massive experience, and then they do all your papers, they process everything for you, and when you're on the job, they realize that, oh, it's not even experience at all. You've ruined it. See what you've done to yourself. You've already ruined the chances. You should have just told them that you don't have experience. Now, even if you want to extend it, they don't trust you anymore because you lie. Lying in healthcare is not allowed at all. You have to be truthful at all times, especially with your experience. Because why should we lie? They train you guys. So I don't need to keep on rambling. I hope you're going to follow these websites and you're going to send your CVs. And guys, good luck and don't lose hope. I take care. Bye.